"Where are we going, Mum?" as she led me by the hand and started to walk down Napier Street, Fitzroy. "We are going to see your dad." "Where is he?" replied the 4-year-old. "He's down in the cells of the Fitzroy police station." "Why?" says I. "I was told that I talked too much and then was ignored." There he lay between the steel bars of the cell, on a cold concrete floor covered with a blanket. Over his head, dead drunk, was he. Not a word was said that I can recall as we walked out of the police station doors. I never saw my dad again. It was at Framlingham Aboriginal Mission when I was 10 before I heard my dad again. It was a stormy, windy, thunderclap night. The rain came down like a river in flood. Us kids lay between the blankets, curled up to keep warm. It was a 6-o'clock night. The thunder that rocked the house was replaced by another sound. It was a drunken voice outside the front door. "Let me in, let me in." And then the fist and the boot, hammering and kicking the door. "Let me in, let me in." My mum yelled out, "Go away and leave us alone. Go away and leave us alone." The hammering and kicking of the door continued. The drunken voice got louder and was yelling out, "Let me in, let me in." Us kids shivered under the blankets, not from the cold, but from fear of the unknown drunken voice behind the front door. Mum called out to us kids to hurry and get out of bed. "We have to go." We're all left with nothing but what we wore. No time even to put on our shoes. The last thing we heard as we fled through the back door were the fist and boot hammering on the front door and a drunken voice yelling out, "Let me in, let me in." We fled down the rain-swept muddy road to Auntie's place a couple of k's away down the road. Mum told her auntie and uncles that her dad was drunk and he was trying to break down the front door. Our 2 uncles left to sort him out. I learned years later that the uncles found him, my dad, staggering across and down the road. He had both of his wrists held out in front of him. They saw blood running down from his toothless wrist to his fingertips into the muddy, rain-flooded road. He had broken the windows in his attempt to break in, and some broken window glass was embedded in both wrists. He disappeared after this night. We never knew where to. During my early years, I was known as a Clark, my mum's maiden name. As a teenager, it didn't feel right, and I felt guilty that I denied my father's name, which was Berg. Over the years, I often wondered about my dad and his family, none I ever known or seen. I was told that he was taken away from his mum and became part of the stolen generation. He was like thousands of other Koorie kids who became part of the stolen generation. They lost their identity, dignity, pride and spirituality. They fill the prisons of today. Who should we blame for what they turned out to be? My sister saw her dad before he passed away. Rest in peace, Tim Berg Sr. I'm very proud to bear your name.